Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to some more World of Tanks. This time, well, I'm going to be showing you a replay from Jura, I guess, is how you say that name. From Jura, of course, on the Westfield map. One of my favourites. It's kind of really good for everything, I guess. For heavy tanks too, if there's no artillery, because if there is, it's like the worst map for them. And today, Jura is in the T-34-2G FT, the Tier 7 Chinese tank destroyer. Of course, the Chinese tank destroyer line, probably the least popular one out of all of them, because, well, they're basically just copies of other tanks from different nations. Like the Tier 9 one is basically like the Object 2 704, and this one's kind of... it's kind of similar to the Jagdpanther, with a gun from like an SU-144, 122-44. It's all kind of just basically other tanks put into one. But this one actually isn't actually that bad. It's actually quite a nice tank to play. It's got 2,569 damage per minute, with 390 damage. And 192 penetration on the standard rounds, 250 on the heat rounds, and that's like really massive, and 61 on the high explosive rounds, and that actually does 530 damage. So you could, well, if you get lucky, you could like one-shot some lower tier tanks with that, which is massive. 6.59 rounds per minute, which isn't too bad. It does give it quite a healthy rate of fire, as I said, 2,600 nearly, and that's stock, just with 100% crew, without any crew skills, without anything else. It's just 100% skilled crew. So as you can see, Jura is using the premium food consumable, so that's gonna make that up even more. He's probably got a good rammer as well. I wouldn't be too surprised. Because that's a thing that you need on like every single tank destroyer, if you can have it. Over here, KV3 comes down. I'm not really sure why. Jura is going to make him pay for it though, as he puts in his second round against the KV3. I'm pretty sure I said KV4 before. It's a KV3. Lining up a shot on the T-34-85M, takes him out. KV3 still over here, doesn't really want to take no for an answer. So Jura puts in his third shot into the KV3, and it's just massive. Before the KV3 can even get away, the gun reloads and he's able to shoot him down. The box tank comes around. That's going to be a lot of damage, but somehow he misses. I'm not really sure how, but it's really good for Jura over here, as that would have done around 490 damage, which, yeah, is over half this tank's health, as it does only have 800 hit points. Good dispersion, not the best, 0.38 at 100 meters, so it isn't really the most accurate. Of course, it's got 122mm caliber gun. The shell velocity isn't the best, at only 800 meters a second on the standard rounds, and the premium ones are pretty sure even less than that. Doesn't carry the most ammo at 30. So you could run out sometimes. It's quite fast, 50 forwards, 16 backwards, so definitely not slow. Its armor isn't the best, 70 at the side, 70 at the front, 45 at the side and the rear. So you could bounce sometimes maybe, but you don't want to count on it, because yeah, you might not bounce too much, if at all. But he did bounce from the STRV M4257, so that kind of shows that you can do it. Good elevation 15, depression 5, so like already over this like small bump, it's already hard to depress the gun down on the VK3601H. Its camo is quite decent, 25 when stationary and 15 whilst moving. But probably like one of the worst things about this is 360 meters of view range, so you definitely need binoculars on this, because even if you have like a good crew with all of the crew skills and food with coated optics, you're probably only going to get like 430 maybe, and that's like pushing it. You'd really have to have a really good crew to get up with that with coated optics instead of binoculars. But you're doing quite well over here. Well, quite well, it's probably an understatement. 4,000 damage, or just about, just under, up to 6 kills, and there's still 6 is that enemies left. And he's only got 4 on his team as the CS-44 rushes him. Luckily he takes him out. That would have been really dangerous if he did get his side. Would have been able to track him and, well, basically take him out quite fast, as the 800 hit points, yeah, definitely isn't a lot. As his IKV-90B, oh no, the enemy IKV-90B destroys his STRV M4257, so there's only 3 against 5 now, so it's still going to be quite a challenge to take this one out. And as you can see at the bottom of the screen, what I was talking about, with only 30 rounds of ammo, he's already running short. He's only got 12 left, 4 of those being HE shells, so yeah, better get lucky penetrating those, because he might still need to. He might still need those for the end of the game. Fires one blind at Stritzvang over here, but I'm pretty. Yeah, he misses because he didn't take any damage. Waiting over here in a bush, waiting to ambush him, waiting for him to come up the slope over here after his T-34-2G. Ready for the ambush over here. He's actually got a camo net over here, which I guess is an okay thing to take over here, but I think there would be better things to take, like vert stabs if this vehicle can get him. I'm not sure it can, but a good lane drive for that 2.88 seconds of aim time, which is just massive. Puts in a shell against the Stritzvang, doesn't pen, and he misses the shell on the IKV-90B, down to just 9 shells with 5 enemy tanks left, up to 4,400 damage, 7 kills. Still definitely quite a challenge to be able to take this one out. Is this shell going to pen? Yes, there's 516 damage against the IKV-90B. That was massive. It was just a massive shot over there against him. He really needed to pen that and have a chance to kind of take this game out, as the M44 on the enemy team takes a swing at him behind the building. Does 167 damage to him, which isn't the worst. Luckily he did stay hidden at the start of the game, so he does have hit points to spare. He can take a couple hits from all of the enemy tanks, just kind of, unless the M44 pens him, which in that case he is down to a one-shot right now. I'm pretty sure the M44 can do 600 hit points of damage, which just needs a high roll or for the other M44 to hit him and he would be out. But someone's captured his base, and it is the SDRV M42. Takes him out. There you go. Behind the building, staying hidden from the artillery, of course, because they are of course spotted for a couple of seconds longer. There you go. Is he ready to go? The artillery probably saw that that kind of like fence kind of come down, and they do fire over there. I'm pretty sure both of them, so he is safe for at least the next 20 seconds from them. Up to 5,200 damage. Now he's going to search for the T-34-85M, and there he is in the bushes. He actually doesn't spot him, or maybe he's spotted this whole time. I'm not too sure. But I'm pretty sure he is not spotted, so I'm not really sure what this T-34-85M is doing, how he hasn't spotted him. Well, he's been taken care of. Up to 5,600 damage. With 5 shells left. He should be able to one-shot the M44. Pretty sure after the buffs, like the kind of like tanks got, like with the hit point buffs, I'm pretty sure that tank has 320 hit points, so unless he low rolls, he should be able to take them out in one shot. So he would have 3 spare to kind of, just in case he misses or something. But as you can see on his gun barrel before, he's got 3 marks of excellence, so yeah, he definitely also probably has a pretty skilled crew, as his view range on the move is actually really good, and he could actually probably get away with using coated optics and getting an okay view range. Bounces off the M44 somehow. The M44 goes straight at him, stops, goes to aim, but it's too late. Jura takes him out, and now it's only him against the other M44 on the enemy team. Where is he going to be? That is the big question. He's going towards the enemy base, probably thinking that he's going to be over there somewhere. That is probably kind of a good guess, I guess. So he is going towards their cap circle, because yeah, if you can't spot artillery, it's best to cap. On this map, quite hard to cap normally, because it's quite open. There's only like one building, so enemy artillery nowhere to splash, and yeah, tanks just nowhere to like fire, even if you're not spotted, because well, there's like at least 3 over here behind the house, in the bush, or like in the center. That's where, if I was the artillery, I would be aiming right now. Probably at the bush first, then at the center, then like close to the house over there. But as you can see, he is starting to cap over here right now, which, as I said, is the best thing to do at the moment if you don't know where the enemy artillery is. So just capping over here. He's actually doing heavy tank, not heavy tank, tank destroyer mission 15 for the T-35A. As you can see, he had to do 6,000 damage. I'm pretty sure that's get at least 2 kills, I'm pretty sure, and oh no, actually it's survive and win. So he's definitely done 6,000 damage because of that blind shot on the T-34-85M. That was at least 300 damage, if not more. And if he takes this game out, he is going to complete one of the hardest tank destroyer missions in the game. Especially in a tier 7 tank, it's really incredible to take this one down in a tier 7 tank. It'd be quite challenging to do it in a tier 10 tank, let alone a tier 7. But Jura is sitting in the bush over here, which is probably the last place you would want him to sit, because if the enemy artillery would be any good, he would fire in these bushes over here, because he would think, well, he's probably in there sitting with his camo net open, with his binoculars, probably just waiting to ambush me, but he didn't. Jura caps out. The last shell misses him, and there you go, that is the enemy base capped. Absolutely brilliant game. Ace Tanker, Paul's Medal, Kolobanov's, Tank Sniper, High Caliber, Invader, and a Top Gun. 6,230 damage, 11 kills, 2,258 base experience, 27 shells fired, 23 hit, 19 penetrated, giving us that grand total damage. Capped the base, 100 base captured points, had actually 40 defense points, lost a bit of credits, but probably doesn't care too much, as I wouldn't, as this was an absolutely brilliant game in the T-34-2G FT. Probably one of the least played lines in the whole game. The Chinese tank destroyer lines. I personally haven't gone up them because I just haven't really found them like fun. But after seeing this replay, I think I'm gonna go give it a go. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.